Today, January 19th of 2021, is Hypixel Bedwars' 4th anniversary. To celebrate this, I made a video on the history of Bedwars. Enjoy the video. Many people seem to have come to the conclusion that Hypixel was the first server to come up with the idea of Bedwars. That's just simply not true. The inspiration for Hypixel Bedwars mostly came from Egg Wars, which will be mentioned in detail later. And the earliest Bed Wars was actually a map called Cube Control. It's a complicated map with many islands and offers a lot more variety than modern day Hypixel Bedwars, with mobs, lots of enchantment and armor. When do you think was the map Cube Control released? The answer is September of 2012, more than 8 years ago, and also exactly 100 months ago. Egg Wars was released in CubeCraft's server on June 20th of 2015, 2 years before Bed Wars' full release. Egg Wars is very similar to Bed Wars, and could best be described as Hypixel Bed Wars' main inspiration. Some say that Egg Wars is completely unrelated to Bed Wars. Well, listen to this. In Egg Wars, each team spawns on an island and you have to bridge over to the other teams. Each team has an unmovable egg that can be broken super quickly, and if broken, the team doesn't respawn anymore. On each team's island there are iron and gold generators, and you can use the resources to buy blocks, weapons, or other things with a villager shopkeeper. And there is a mid in each map. There are also diamond gens. You can also buy obsidian to cover your egg, or use a punch bow. Does that sound familiar? Lots of early Bed Wars players originally started by playing Egg Wars, like Preston and GamerBoy80. GamerBoy80 even called Egg Wars OG Bed Wars. Bed Wars was released on January 19th, 2017 in the new Prototype lobby. Let me give you some insight on how Bed Wars looked like when it was just released. There was only one map, Treenan, with 3 emerald generators instead of 2, and there was only one game mode, Threes, which is 3v3v3v3. The diamonds and emeralds didn't spawn right underneath the generators like they do now, which looks kind of ugly in my opinion. When you spawn with a wooden pickaxe instead of a sword. To get a sword, you must buy it. And there are the words, "Defend your bed," on top of your bed. When any bed was destroyed, a huge red message would appear on the screen. And there were quite a few glitches, of course. Some glitches were infuriating, like how you sometimes couldn't put blocks on top of the bed, leaving it exposed and easy for opponents to dig. And other times, the glitches were just weird, like how some shopkeeper villagers were standing outside of the place they were supposed to be. Also, the shopkeepers' spots were messed up. The item shop and team upgrades shopkeepers sometimes switched positions. Speaking of the shopkeepers, the items that you could buy were interesting. You bought wool in packs of not 16, but 24, and the same for sandstone, which later got replaced by stained clay. It costed 4 iron to buy 24 pieces of wool, and 12 iron to buy 24 pieces of sandstone. Strangely, ladders had always existed, same with water and iron golems, which I would have expected to have been added later. Golden apples costed 30 iron, which is weird, why would it cost iron? Water buckets costed 1 emerald, TNT came in packs of 5 but costed 20 gold, and knockback sticks, or KB sticks, costed 10 gold but had the knockback 2 enchantment, which caused a lot of chaos back then. And silverfish and sponges didn't exist yet. Unsurprisingly, ender pearls and fireballs didn't change really much at all, their costs staying the same from the first release to the present day. Interestingly, iron armor and diamond armor had always been permanent, and the bow's prices never changed, same for the arrows. In terms of gameplay, back then, everyone slow bridged and flat bridged to mid and the diamond generators. So much so that GamerBoy80 himself thought speed bridging was a hack, and actually reported a speed bridger for scaffolding.
Someone speed bridge to middle, and then they killed me. And I reported him for scaffolding because I thought speed bridging was a hack.
Solos and doubles were released a month later, the first map being Pernicious. And later on, of course, more maps were added, even for 3s and 4s, like Bolitum, Ashore, Lectus, and Eastwood. Bedwars was fully released on June 29th of 2017, when it was clearly shown that there were many interested players. And Bedwars finally got its own lobby, with its own leaderboard of daily, weekly, and lifetime wins, and final kills. Bedwars developed its own leveling system of stars, which got its own leaderboard, and every 100 stars, there'd be a new prestige. The first player to reach Iron Prestige, which is 100 stars, was Wrecked, who later stopped playing. The first player to reach Gold Prestige, or 200 stars, was the Kleb, and he also was the first to reach Diamond Prestige, or 300 stars. Speed bridging became more common. People started grinding for high win streaks. In mid-August of 2017, Rank TW got a 374 win streak, which was considered the unofficial highest win streak back then, breaking the previous record of 217. Then, Technoblade, a YouTuber, broke the 374 win streak in mid-September. The dream team of Technoblade, Ecuador, iWacky, and Hasco was assembled, and they just kept winning. They got a 400 win streak, a 500 win streak, a 600 win streak, and Simon_HeadPixel himself promised $2,500 to give to fans if Technoblade managed to get a 1,000 win streak. Fortunately for Technoblade, since he already was a decently famous YouTuber, there were moderators, voluntarily or not, watching each game and insta-banning hackers from the game.
Oh god, no, no. No, 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 no. And go.
Technoblade's videos got an unprecedented amount of views, millions of them, making Bedwars even more popular. Gamerboy80 was the first player that everyone recognized as the #1 Bedwars player. Why? Why not the Kleb? Why not Technoblade? The Kleb quit at 331 stars, which was quite early, and Technoblade had teamed up with really good players at that time, so getting a 1,000 win streak wasn't too surprising. He didn't need a lot of skill to get that win streak. In late November of 2017, he surpassed the Kleb and Veneto in stars, and was the first to reach 350 stars. Then, Gamerboy80 was the first to reach 400 stars, 500 stars, 600 stars, 700 stars, 800, 900, 1,000. He was quite far ahead of everyone else. To celebrate reaching 1,000 stars, Gamerboy80 hosted a private party with other YouTubers to use blocks to draw his face on top of the map Lighthouse. Around this time, Gamerboy80 got YouTube rank, becoming even more popular in the Bedwars community. However, Gamerboy80 stopped grinding, and despite being the first to reach 1,100 stars, he was finally surpassed at 1,150 stars by Fataseria. Luckily for him, from then on, as his commentary improved, he only got more popular. Fataseria might have reached 1,200 stars first, and 1,300, and 1,400 stars. But ManhowIQ, a long-time second place, finally surpassed Fataseria and reached first place himself, and stayed there. Since then, ManhowIQ pulled ahead of everyone else and was the first to reach 1,500 stars, 4,600 stars, 1,700, 1,800, 1,900, 2,000, 2,100, and 2,200. When ManhowIQ reached 2,300 stars, he broke Gamerboy80's previous record of reaching a prestige first 8 times. Ranked Bedwars was added before ManhowIQ became top, but ranked Bedwars players was mostly left in the dark until quite recently. It mostly started with Gator, a ranked Bedwars player. He was the victor in Prototype Bedwars tournament, proving his skill. Gator was a renowned bridger, able to moonwalk and god bridge. He earned YouTube rank in August 2020. Following him was Manhole IQ and Vixen, who are known for their sweat, instead of the older YouTubers like Sammy Green, Gamerboy80, Technoblade, and Purple, who are actually better known for their commentary and content. Then, a dream team of Bombies, Wolf, Nuvinox, and Dogcat What went for a win streak. They had won the previous 4v4v4v4 Bedwars Hypixel tournament, and were planning to use an IYN strategy to break the phone's 1,818 win streak. They won game after game after game, reaching a 1,000 win streak with ease. It seemed that they were going to be the first to reach a 2,000 win streak. It seemed that they were unstoppable. However, they were sniped at a 1,100 win streak by Kathy, a leaderboard player. Kathy had hacked someone else's account and used fly hacks, B-Hawk, Kill Aura, and anti-KB to beat the dream team. The win streak was gone. These 4 players all have their own YouTube channels. Luvinox's channel has epic clutches in solos against hackers. The video is comparable to Dream's manhunt videos. The Sweats and the ranked Bedwars players are getting more popular. Anyways, as of now, there are lots of snipers and toxic players. Many say that the ranked Bedwars community is actually quite toxic. Luckily, the growing YouTubers generally refrain from being toxic in any way.